All right, so we are good. So last time we started, let me share my screen. We went and we took this entire blog, dropped it into Wave, which is this program right here, which I've shown y'all a few times now. And we hit new video, and we take a blog post or text, and we actually create all these nice handy dandy videos. So every single page I have is going to have one of these videos, right? Every single page, if you will. Every one of them is going to have a video. And why do we do that? If any of y'all remember why do we do that, drop in the chat. What are the two top reasons I'm putting videos besides SEO on every single page? I want to hear some answers. I want some communication back and forth. Dwell time, correct. Increased dwell time, yep. And when you increase dwell time, what do you reduce? Bounce, that's right. All right, so dwell time increases, bounce rate reduces, which is a good sign for your traffic. Your traffic is coming to the site and it's staying there, okay? Which is what Google wants. Google wants you to appear as an authority on the subject. And last week, pretty sure I posted this on the group, but we've only been at this for 3 weeks. We've been doing this for 3 weeks. That's it. And we went from here, and I'll show you. This is just with structure, just with content. We haven't done any YouTube until this past Friday. We haven't done any press releases till this past Friday. We started here, and now we're here. We started here, and now we are here, right? That is just through structure. And this is one of the reasons why I tell everybody, get your structure right, get your content right. Once you do that and get all that done and you're interlinking, then we can go ahead and start on, if you will, what everybody thinks of as normal SEO. I can almost guarantee that we'll get this map green just doing what we're already doing, and then it's already started, and then on top of it we're going to start press releases, and now we're throwing in YouTube, right? Excuse me. So what we're going to be doing today, we're taking those Wave videos, which I've already downloaded, I already have them all. We're going to be uploading them in every single page. For example, the home page is going to have a video. The services pages has its own video. Every single page has its own video. Okay, give me 1 second. Hey, Pins and Master. All right, so let me go through this again with y'all. Every single one of these pages are going to have a video on it, maybe with Wave, right? Every single one of these, right? This page, all these pages, all these pages, all these pages, all these blogs, all these facts. Every page outside of contact us privacy in terms of service will have its own YouTube video. So what we're going to do, we're going to spend some time today uploading some of these videos, right? And for those of you that haven't seen it, I'll re-show you again, okay? So let me go ahead and stop sharing and pull this over here for you so you can see it. This is why I'm getting 4 screens so we can flip back and forth. We've got so much going on. All right, so here's all the different videos. So like, for example, this is the homepage video. All right, give me 1 second. Homepage video. There's like electronic music in the background, not too hard, not too soft. All right, who can remember, if you can say it in chat, why are we taking the text, if you will, the text or the blog or the page, uploading it to Wave as text and making a video of it and putting it on YouTube? Why would we be doing that? Yep, Google reads the text, so why would I be putting it on YouTube if Google reads it? SEO, that's right. Yep. So Google owns YouTube. Google does not hate YouTube. Google owns YouTube. That's what most people think. So Google API. My videos, 7 to 9 minutes, a lot of them. You can do little shorts if you want, but I'm doing the long ones, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to go over everything and we're going to start uploading these videos and we're going to optimize a couple of them. And why am I doing this? So we've done it once before. We're going to do it again because the more you see it, the more you go, you'll catch different things that maybe you didn't catch the first time. I know I catch stuff all the time. So, what you could do if you wanted to, you can use these videos as well as from this YouTube channel. What I'll do is I'll drop it as a template. So you'll know, okay, this is the header, this is the description, this is how I lay it out. You know, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. If you have any questions or comments, I'll actually go through them towards the end. So let's go ahead and go through this real quick. So here's, if you will, the first one we did in class. You can use this as a template. You know, we're going to start uploading some of these. So let's say sod installation, St. Louis, and we're going to do, let's pull this over here. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go over the channel. We're going to hit create, upload the video. I want to do the homepage video first, desktop, go here, right? Homepage. Before I do that, I'm going to rename this. I'm going to rename the video. You know, let's say sod installation near me in St. Louis, right? And that's what we're going to name it. And whatever we name it, it's going to be the title whenever we upload it, like up here. Okay. So this is the whole, if you will, title. Then we're going to go in here and copy some of this for the outline. All right. And I'm going to take this right here. That's my title. Right. What you could actually do is your timestamps, if you will, could reflect your headers. So you go like this. Let me admit these people in this room. So these are my timestamps. And then I go through my timestamps. These are my headers. Just giving you an example. We'll go through this real quick. And I'm just going to take the headers, but for now, and I'll show you. I mean, it's not anything in specific. The timestamps are random the way I'm going to do it. So Any reason why I would be taking all these keywords and use them as timestamps is because it's going to help affect the SEO. These are all subheaders or H2s, H3s, that sort of thing. I'm going to show you guys another cool tool that I've been using as of late in regards to doing audits. If you haven't noticed, I now have a H1 or header checker or other cool tool I've been using. So I'll take a lot of these and just put them in here as timestamps. I don't have to put all these in here, but you know, I just kind of want to put as many in there as I can. Okay. Then you go through sod installation guide, all this stuff, right? So those are going to be my timestamps. Then I'm going to put my timestamps in here. If you're asking questions in the chat, I'm not ignoring you. I really am, but I will be, if you will, answering them towards the end because I can only do so much at one time by myself. So if I stop to answer questions, I will not get anywhere. All right, so let's say also, I know you guys asked, so I got Jesper. He's going to be coming in on Wednesday to talk about Twitter moments. Twitter, because y'all were all asking about Twitter. So he's going to be coming in and talking about Twitter moments. Admit. All right. So you got the title, has the brand in it, have all these main keywords in it from the home page. We have the NAP in it. We have the Latin long in it. We have the CID share link. The CID link. We have the share link. We have the main keywords, if you will, sod installation, sod supplier, sod in St. Louis, sod installation in St. Louis. We're going to change that one real quick. This is going to be right here. So I'm cushioning everything like a sandwich, okay, is what you want to look at this like. Start with the same keyword, cushioning it down here. Now all of this is what you can edit. All right. Let's go back up. So from 4 down is what we're going to edit or change, if you will, right? This stuff down here, I'm not going to have to, we'll edit this, leave the NAP. We'll make some changes, okay? But this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This right here will be changed. This right here will be our home page. We're not going to put all of our text in there. We don't need to put all of our text in there. Okay. What we're wanting to do is put a majority of the text in there. Okay. We don't have to put everything in there because we only got 5,000 words of content that we can use to begin with, right? The whole point is it's going to reflect our page. So we're at 2,300. Take the buffalo, take this and this, right? Take out the read more. Right, Heartland, read more, take that out. Take this out because it's running it and duplicating it twice. Kentucky Bluegrass, gonna copy that over. Gonna copy this over. So we're almost at 4,000 characters. Go commercial sod services. Right. Residential sod services. Or essentially doing the same thing I've told y'all before. Whenever you're building out your GMB should reflect what? If you know, what should your GMB or what should your website reflect? If you know what it is, tell me. What should it reflect? Correct. Your website should reflect your GMB. It's not the opposite way around. All right, let's go back to the screen. So we're at 4,000 characters. We still got a bit more we could do. We want to fill it up as much as possible. So our YouTube is going to, our website now reflects our GMB. And then on top of it, our YouTube is going to reflect our GMB, which reflects our website. All of our GMB posts are going to reflect what? Our website. Right? So this should be the last little bit. Yep. See, we're over it. Say we'll take out up to here because that started another sentence anyways. We have the name, address, phone, lat, long, CID, share link, some hashtags, and we cushion it with our title of our video, which is sod installation near me in St. Louis. Sod in St. Louis, right? And then on top of it, so the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to go over here to Adobe and I'm going to create, if you will, a cover. Going to do a bunch of extra little things, not a whole lot, but some extra. We're going to get into tags and everything else. So give me 1 second here. Promise you drop your questions in there. I'll run through them. If I miss it for any reason whatsoever, then just email me or message me in the group and I'll definitely get to it. If you're not registered to attend the free classes, make sure you attend the free classes because I'm dishing out as much information, trying to help as many of y'all as possible. And there are going to be things that might seem overlapping, but then a lot of things is just, hey, I'm doing new stuff. So let's go over here to sod installation near me in St. Louis. Images. All this. That one, you got that one, copy it. Yeah, show you a little trick. Show you a little trick inside of this. So let's take a screen share. So now I'm going to take this and we're going to take this and put it into Photoshop. And before I hear someone say, oh, you're copying someone's image and blah, 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 and all that other crap. So here's their original image. Right. And, you know, you definitely don't want to quote unquote copy it per se. So what are we going to do? How can I make it where I'm not quote unquote copying it? I flipped it. So opposite video, I'm using an image that is here when I look up that term, right? And then I'm going to also take, let's take a, let's see, maybe a yellow. I'm not trying to do nothing fancy smancy and make it look beautiful or nothing. I'm doing this specifically for Google and YouTube. So before anybody goes, well, blah, 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 and has something to say, that's why I'm doing it. So let's say it's, all right, let's get this guy in. We're going to do a stroke. All right, saw it in St. Louis near me. And then let's take their brand and put their brand in here as well. All right, saw it in St. Louis, saw it in St. Louis. You know, if you wanted to, you could add their phone number. If you wanted to, you could add their logo. But I'm mainly going after the keywords. And I'm going to name it, if you will, the same keywords that are on the YouTube. So same keywords that are in this is what I'm going to wind up naming that image. Right? JPEG it. Now upload it. I could show you another little trick if you want to see it. This is a little black catish, but so you have, you know what an overlay is? How many know what an overlay is? An overlay, this is an overlay. But let me give you an example of kind of a black catish technique, just one aspect of it. So let's take installation. What's some other keywords that people are looking for? Let's go to SEMrush for this. And I'll show you what we're going to do. So let's go to keyword magic tool and go sod installation near me. Could do a broad match, we could do exact match, but we got all these keywords, right? So we take all these keywords and export them all to a CSV. Let's see. Come on, baby. Okay. Let's say it's taking too long. I don't like it taking too damn long. So I'll give you a gist of what we're going to do. You take these keywords, right? Like this one right here. It's downloading. It's taking forever. And let's say we're going to do an overlay. And it would be sod installation. Sod installation near me. Sod installation St. Louis. Right? Sod install. Sod supplier. Sod install company. Sod maintenance. Okay, that's just an example, right? And what are we going to do? Take this, change the color, right? Let's say we reduce the size down to minuscule, right? We can turn down the opacity. Your naked eye can't see it, but Google does see it. YouTube does see it. That's one thing you can do. This old black hat tactic we used to do on websites, but it also still works on YouTube. So I take that. I could put in hundreds of keywords if I wanted on this image. Just needs to match the color. Whatever image you put here should be the brownish, and then you turn down the opacity to about 15%. If it's green, put them over here. Let's see if my keywords, there we go, all my lovely keywords. All right. Now I got all these keywords, 47 of them. Right. If I wanted to, we could then take them. And then you add a comma behind every one of them. You know, add in those. I mean, there's just so much stuff we could do. It's ridiculous, but you could literally fill this up with all those keywords, right? So for now, we're going to save this. We're going to save, if you will, the cover as the same keyword, right? JPEG. Now that we got our overlay in there, right? Now we're going to take our overlay that's on our desktop and put it in here. Now we're going to take, for example, sod supplier, sod installation. Go near me. And now we're going to go into our tags. Sod installation, St. Louis. Yeah. Sod supplier. Right? What's your language of your video? That's really not going to matter. Caption. Do you want, no, not doing that. Recording date. Let's say it was today. Video location, St. Louis, Missouri. All right. All this is good. All this is good. All this is good. And we hit next. Next. Close this. Next. Copy this. Save it. We're going to hit, and give me 1 second. You need to visibility settings, save and publish. I'm going to make it as public. Schedule and publish it. All right. Now that it's published, it's going to take a while to process it or whatever. Right. But let's say it's already published. Make sure it's published and then go watch this thing on YouTube. All right. So this is for our home page. And now we're going to go back to our home page, right? And I'm preferably going to put this in here or in here, somewhere up top. I don't usually like putting it anywhere else, but somewhere within top, like right in here. Right underneath the H1s and H2s, like my main titles, okay? So let's go edit page. All right. See the plus sign? This is Gutenberg, which we've talked about in the Gutenberg class. You add block, right? I could do an embed and actually embed it, or I can do a video link, which I've never seen it matter if it's a video link or an actual embed. So I just put embed. There you go. Sod installation in St. Louis or near me, and hit update, save it. Once it's done, we can go back and view the page. What do you know? There we go. Saw it install stlouis.com, saw it install in St. Louis, blase. And we're literally going to take, I think I have, let me see how many videos I got. Well, we got a lot of them, but so homepage is done. Okay, so what's the next thing I'll do as well with a blog? After I do that on the blog, where am I going to insert that after I do it on the blog? Who knows? Nope, not on the GMB. You can't use these long ass videos on the GMB. Nope, not on Web 20s. Press release. There we go. Thank you, Patrick. So it's going to go on my press release. Okay. So whenever you quote unquote, because I know some of y'all have this question, why would I not put my video above the fold? What is this area called? It's your hero banner, or what we call your first paint. Okay. If you put a video up here, and I've seen it time and time again, you put a video up here, it's going to hurt your page speed. Generally speaking, when you put it below the fold, which is where we put it, shouldn't affect it that much. And even then, I still have some other ways. Even if it does affect it, then I have other ways to deal with that, with the core vitals. Okay. But it shouldn't hurt it as long as it's below the fold or below the hero banner. Okay. So we're going to take that. When we do a blog, we do the blog first, then we do the YouTube video, then we embed the YouTube video on the blog. And then after that, we do the press release. And then after that, we do Web 20 properties or other assets. I don't go straight to Web 20 properties. Most people do, but they forget all the other stuff you need to do first. Okay. So that's what we're going to do with them. Specifically with these homepage videos, there are other, and I'll give them to you as well, and I'll put them on the back end today. There are other places that we can actually put them, and I'll show you all this as well. There are other websites we can put these things at. We don't need to just put them as most people. Okay, I go from press release, and then let's say we're going to go into our Web 20 properties. It's the same thing I say whenever you're doing quote unquote, pictures and putting the Latin long. Yes, Google My Business. They will sit there and, if you will, remove that information from your image when you upload it. But on your Web 20 properties, on your website, et cetera, that doesn't matter because of the sheer fact they're not going to scrape it. These are Web 20 properties. It's not going to matter whatsoever. Some other places, the top 10 sharing video sharing websites are YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, Dailymotion, Blip, Wistia, Metacafe, Veho, Mega Video, and Rever. All right. Some other top, that's just the top 10. Then there are some other YouTube sharing sites. I got about 70 of them, and I'm going to be putting that on the back end as well. Okay. So I'll put that on the back end for you as well. So, some other places to take these videos after we've optimized them and put them on those same platforms. Okay. It's not necessarily necessary. It's not something you have to do. I don't necessarily do that on everyone. Depends on the client. Like we've already got this guy Green popping. He's popping in 1 and 3 already, but we're going to do what we can. The first thing I'm going to do is take almost 20 videos, optimize them, upload them on the YouTube channel. Okay. So let me go ahead and go through the chat, if you will, so we can answer some of these questions and get through a lot of these. Wow. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be on the back end as well. Let me pull this real quick. All right. And we're going to answer some of these while we have this up. So here's all the videos we got to still do. And we'll be uploading those today as well. Let me see here. And let's go through your chats. All right. Oh, let's go up. Let's go up. Let's go up. Let's go up. All right. Patrick's mentioned text AU. Yes, I use it for different purposes. I'm not dealing with that one on this question, on this one today. If you want to know more about it, email me. I don't put a video for privacy page in terms of service, and I don't do it for contact page. My videos, how long do they take to make? 5 minutes. And that's why I like Wave Video. Google reads it. That is correct. Okay, let's go through some of these other questions. I would prefer videos, and you use these. Once we do the videos, another thing we're going to be teaching later is we're going to be teaching click-through rate manipulation. Now that I got the videos and I have all these hyperlinks and everything inside the video, I will eventually, once we get to it, be doing CTR manipulation using YouTube. Okay. So Pinzen Master says, after my last session where I was teaching this, after last class, he changed his entire video presentation process, and I've already hit new tricks, techniques, and already hit a home run. Okay. Tony, if you can't get your videos to go past 1 minute and 15 seconds, email me, because like you see, this video is 9 minutes long. Almost 10 minutes. So the timestamps are made up and not accurate. Sometimes you can do that. Depends on what you're wanting to do. Twitter moments. Jesper will be here on Wednesday to discuss it. Let's see. I'll talk about TikTok algorithm on that's a whole nother ball game. That'll take days and days just to talk about. But yes, the algo is easy to break if you know what you're doing. Duplicate content matter in the YouTube? No. Like I've told you, duplicate content. What is duplicate content? I've said this over and over and over again, but duplicate content is where I take the same content, I put it on the same website, my website, and it's very similar, but not exact. That is duplicate content. And you can cause what we call cannibalization in your rankings. Cannibalization in your rankings if you do that, due to the fact one page will be trying to outrank the other. Duplicate content is not where I take my content and I put it on another website, such as citations, such as press releases. If that was the case, press releases didn't work. Newspapers would be out of business, because that's the same thing they do all the time. All right, let's see. How do I sign up for the free classes? You go to, and I'll show you once we end, but you go to the Google My Business Help group and go to events, choose the classes, and sign up. Brad asked, can we add other geo areas from around the city or a ranking to help the GMB other than the actual coordinates from the business? I would not do that until your actual coordinates are completely green. Once I'm completely green in this entire area that I'm trying to rank for, we're already ranking for, then I'll start looking at other areas. That's one of the reasons why I do my location pages the way we do. And we are definitely going to be going over that. Very likely, I'm going to be showing y'all how to do location pages this Friday, and location pages is my secret sauce. It's one of the things that It's very, 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 very much gets us rankings. I can generally take my location pages and bump someone's ranking within days by doing it. Okay, let's see. You can do an attribution, you can flip it, you can do a watermark it. Yep. Love the flip, borrow, and improve. Exactly. Overlay layers, transparent text. You can also do voiceovers. Instead of me actually having music playing, I could be reading this text. Okay. All right. Let's say put a Google city image behind it too. I mean, so much you could do. Like on this, like if you really wanted to get black hat with this stuff, you could do like, okay, let's go to this real quick. Let's go to Wikipedia. Why am I going to Wikipedia? Because it's the shit. You see this city image right here? You can keep that city image, come in here, get rid of all this stuff. Take the city image, right? And I could tone it. I could do either behind it, or I prefer even over it almost. So this is over it right now. And you see the problem is it's too much. You can see it way too much. But let's say if I zone this down, right? You can see it there, but if I go like that, you can barely see it. You can barely see it. I could still see it slightly, but not really. And I can leave it there. And I can upload that. And now I got sod in St. Louis. I got a bunch of keywords up here. And now I got the image of St. Louis behind it. You know, there's all types of stuff we can do in that regards, because Google sees everything you put in there. Its API is very, very smart. That's why when people, they want to trick it, if you will, methods only work for so long on a lot of times. What about URLs? What do you mean, arrays about URLs? You could do it on your website. I wouldn't think you get penalized. There's some things I will still do on my website, but some things I won't do on my website. Okay, old school Big G will spank you for doing it on your website. That's one of the main reasons I wouldn't do it on my website. I use a more authoritative website like YouTube to do certain things. Page speed, I've already answered. Once I do it in my press release, then my web 20s, then my other YouTube properties that I'm going to be dropping in the back to show you as well. For those lists where you can embed these videos and upload these videos. Kevin, if you missed the video in which setting up the channel, then you need to go back. There's about 3 to 4 videos now after today, specifically just for YouTube optimization. There is a replay in regards to every single video we do. So if you missed it, for example, I'll give you an example of this. Let me stop share and let me go to the Facebook group and YouTube channel. So the YouTube, if you want to, some people still typing in F's in a comment. So this is why I show people this stuff. They don't know how to follow posts or follow things. So let's show people some different things. If you go to, there's a couple of ways. If you go to my YouTube channel, and there's going to be a little bell up here. Let me go to someone else's YouTube channel, like Chris Palmer, the man, the legend, right? If I go to his group and I hit subscribe and then I hit the little bell, same thing as with mine, you hit subscribe and the bell, anytime I go live, it'll let you know, right? And then every time I went live, even with the free stuff, like Mondays, I'm going to be putting playlists in here from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All my playlists will be in here. Anytime I went live, all my free stuff is always in here. My shorts and stuff will be live in here. Okay. Now, if you want to know where to sign up at, so you can see the events as they take place, as you go to events on my group, hit events, and you can invite people and you can click on the event and it'll say going or not going. Are you going? Yes, maybe, invited, how many people are coming, all that stuff. And you can invite people if you'd like. Mondays are going to be making money with GMB. Tuesdays are audits. So if you want me to audit something, send it to me. Wednesdays are how to prospect using Google My Business and how to close. I will probably be doing some live calls with actual people wanting GMB services as I get them. Thursdays are GMB hacks and tips. What everybody wants to know, where some hacks. Fridays are being on CTR manipulation. So in each one of these, if you have specific questions and you clicked on it, you could go read the description, click on the form, and submit your question. And I will get these as they come in, okay? And then I'll answer them every time we have a class. So any more questions? Any more questions? Drop it in the chat and I'll answer them because we've got a few more minutes. I don't do a whole lot of black hat on my websites. I stay away from black hat when it comes to website stuff. I do most of my black hat's going to be off my website. I mean, I do stuff that, it's not black hat, but it's like, for instance, when you do your GMB embed, I'll show you one. Most people, this is how they do a GMB embed, and I'll show you. So let's go to the group. So let's say we're going to do, this is another tactic. It's to me, it works quite a bit, but let's say roofer near Orlando. And I wanted to embed, let's say it was shift roofing or whatever. And I wanted to embed this map on a site. This is how people normally do it. They grab the iframe because iframes are very good when it comes to stacking. And they get this code, right? This is the code they get. And they do the embed and that's it. You see this right here, the %20. So it's the name of the keyword that's in here, schick dash, which is %20 is dash, it's space. Imagine that's space. So I will come in here and I'll go roofing Orlando near me. And whenever I embed this now, it will wind up saying, and I'll show it to you. For example, let's say, let's go to this one. So if I was to click on this map right here where it says reviews, it doesn't just say Liscum Tree Service. It says Liscum Tree Service, St. Charles, Missouri. Even though the name should only be Liscum Tree Service, I have a map embed with a keyword insertion. That's not black hat, but it is a hack. Just like on your images on your website, you can insert your latitude and longitude. That is not black hat, but it is a hack that I will do. And what I'll use to do that, to do the insertions and the EXIF data, is it's called Geo Imager. So that's another thing I will do. So let's see, any more questions? What do you, okay. Are you going to do any maps on this site? Yeah, that I'll answer that question. So let's see. Let's see. Are you doing any maps on this site? Someone had posted in the group that big, beautiful round circle with all these driving directions and quote unquote map citations. Those are garbage. They do not work. Stop buying that crap off of Fiverr. I do driving directions, and I've shown y'all how I do driving directions if you want to see it, and we'll go over this in class, but I can show you what a proper driving direction map looks like, which looks nothing like what they're doing. Let's go over here. But I will be showing y'all how to do location pages. I will be showing you how to do an advanced location page with driving directions, okay? With driving directions, but those are very time consuming. It takes my boy that's like very, 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 very fast on how to do it. But my SOP, I'll be going over it and everything. But the driving direction aspect of it is the only thing that citation literally even has remotely close to what we do. Okay, and I will show you if we go through all this. Let me pull it up. So for instance, on my location page, when I teach this, this is a typical location page. So this location page is for tree removal in Jackson, Mississippi. It's all the services, all the services, all the services. This is just to show y'all how it's done. Then I go, well, what are the streets? This is an advanced one, mind you. What are all the streets in Hinds County, Mississippi, in Jackson, Hinds County, Mississippi? All of these streets are every street in Jackson, Mississippi. And every one of them are hyperlinked to their map in Jackson, Mississippi. Then after I do that, I create a map set. And yes, you can hide these with an accordion, but this was just done just to show you how much work actually goes into this, because some people think it's extremely easy to do, which it is not. Otherwise, everybody and their mama would be doing it. Everybody would be ranking, and they're not. If you want rankings, you got to do extreme things sometimes. So these are the driving directions that we'll do. Driving directions would be, I literally take the GMB and I take every single street, and then I take every single street and make driving directions from those streets to my GMB. I do the same thing when it comes to competition. Now, these you could put up in your an accordion. This, I would definitely tell you to put in an accordion. The streets, I would tell you to put in an accordion. All of these load as you scroll. Will this slow down your site? Hell to the yes, this will slow down that page. You know, but there are some other tricks we can do to speed it up. Then this is one of my other hacks I do, in which I take the top 10 competition and I make driving directions. Whoever's in the top of Google search, I take driving directions from their location to my GMB, every single one of them. And I'm manipulating bounce rate by doing that as far as driving directions. Here's all the areas they serve, you know, and these are all pages in and of itself. Here's all the neighborhoods on that page. Here's a weather map. Things to do, top sites to go. All these images are, when you use images from the city, I'm going to be increasing my proximity, because all these images are all on Google. If you were to open up every single one of them, this is in Google Maps, Old Capitol, Mississippi. This is the Mississippi Agriculture and Forestry. All these are top sites listed on Google. Type sites by interest, top experience, a Jackson, Mississippi embed, and then an embed of the GMB stacked on top of it. But we'll be going over that this Friday. I'll be doing location pages. All right. Not necessarily. Can't do driving directions without a physical location. That's not necessary. I could do driving directions to an exact latitude and longitude of the city. There are always ways around it. Think of like in the movie The Matrix, where the little kids tell Neo that there is no spoon. Stop thinking inside the box. There is no box. Is this a money site or a tier 1 site? This is a money site. Everything I do when I'm showing you this stuff is on a money site. I do not do a lot of Web 20. I don't do a lot of tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 sites. I don't do a lot of that crap. I don't think it's necessary. You won't hear me go so far as to say I don't build backlinks, but I think if you actually do a lot of the other stuff up front, which I've shown you so far, once again, like we've already done with this specific listing, we went and when we started, this whole map was red as shit. And just through doing what I've been showing you, I haven't done nothing else. We went from this. The closest ones was number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is this area right here near St. George. Within 3 weeks, they went from number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to number 1, 2, and 3 in that area. 1, 2, and 3 all around. And up here, there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 left is right here. So now we're going to start doing the press releases all after we do the YouTube completely. Then I'm going to start doing all the press releases on all the blogs and daisy chain them. Daisy chaining being see our previous press release, see our previous press release, see our previous press release, and daisy chain them together. And if you will, that's called press release stacking, which everybody wants to charge too damn much money to teach you to do. But we're going to be doing a lot of that, and we'll eventually get to backlinking. But I want to show y'all what to do first. Lay the foundation, how much the foundation, just the foundation, can get you to backlinking. Press releases are backlinks, but not in the traditional sense. When in the traditional sense, people go, well, I need a bunch of backlinks to Web 20 properties, and I need a bunch of, if you will, niche relevant backlinks, guest blog posts, all that other stuff that everybody wants you to spend money on. That is not necessary. It is not. You know, but the SEO guru and SEO community want to tell you, oh yeah, you got to have a guest blog post, and I'm going to sell it to you for $125 for one freaking post. One post. Okay. So I'm trying to show you things that actually work. If I'm using it, it's because it works. Okay. We'll go ahead and get off here today. And if you have any other questions, just make sure to ask them in the group. Once I'm done, this will be inside the back end of the group. I'm going to have my YouTube list and all my other lists of all the other places that you can upload videos to, and you know, different properties to put them on and everything. If you can, Harry, if you need to, email me at, and here's my email address again for anybody that needs it and anybody that wants to write me. This is my personal email address. Please, please, please don't message me on Facebook unless you have to. Message me via email. All right. I appreciate you guys. Y'all be blessed. And I will see y'all tonight. I'm doing audits. So if you want an audit, get it in today. Okay. I'll talk to you soon.